To say it's been a banner year for one of the oldest passenger lines in the world would be an understatement, so there's little wonder that they're tooting their own horn. Cunard took the somewhat unusual step of issuing a press release to boast about their 2024 passenger numbers, but what does that mean to you as a passenger? My name's Andrew, and welcome back once again to Tidal Horizons. We're your go-to source on YouTube for straight-up cruise advice, news, information. Let's get started and see what you can expect from Cunard in the future. Cunard is one of the 9 brands that's currently owned by the Carnival Corporation. If you've been following this channel, we've talked about the solid financial results that Carnival has been putting out, beating investor expectations and driving their share price higher and higher. But in those financial results is a really telling statement from the CEO, and I'm going to paraphrase here, but the cruise line will be taking every opportunity to make sure that ships sail full without excess capacity and aim to maximize both the price you pay to get on board as well as making sure that onboard spending and package sales increase. They don't indicate that they're planning on adding ships anytime soon beyond what they've already ordered. For the world's largest cruise operator, they are only expecting to add the Star Princess next fall, followed by 1 new Carnival ship in each of the years 2027, 28, and 29. So why is that interesting, and how is it related to the Cunard press release? Well, first and most obviously, Carnival Corporation will be announcing their Q4 financial results around December 19th, so it's generating a little buzz about how good the year has been without revealing too much. But most of all, it's highlighting the success of the new Queen Anne and the effectiveness of the marketing department to develop a North American market and really start to appeal to a new group of passengers from this side of the pond that will help to further grow the brand and drive demand for staterooms outside of the traditional UK market. With that demand comes higher fares and more spending from a new demographic that will achieve what the parent company demands: more income per passenger. Cunard finds themselves in an interesting position in the North American cruise market. As much as some people perceive them to be a luxury brand, they really aren't. Sure, the grills are luxurious, but in a traditional old world sense. Generally speaking, you aren't going to find the luxury passenger willing to pay $50,000 aboard a Regent or a Ritz-Carlton sailing on Cunard. Most of the mainstream cruise lines have strayed so far away from traditional cruising that they've opened up an almost exclusive market for Cunard. Those passengers who want to get a sense of the golden age of ship travel, tradition, and an elegance that isn't found on most cruise lines anymore. A real formal night experience, ballroom dancing, traditional ship activities, and of course, afternoon tea in the Queen's Room. Cunard has made major inroads to connect with both experienced cruise passengers and newcomers and convert them to their brand. How committed is Cunard to this new market? Well, it's been announced that the Queen Elizabeth will be heading to Singapore in February 2025 for a substantial overhaul and upgrades before heading to Alaska for the 2025 season, operating from Seattle with a variety of Alaska itineraries of different lengths. Following the Alaska season, she'll be homeporting in Miami over the winter of 2025 into 2026, before likely heading back to Alaska again. It could be years before she returns to the European or world market. The other reason for the press release is clearly a warning to prospective passengers. If you want to sail with Cunard, it's now time to book. As a travel consultant working in the industry since 2009, I can't recall seeing the forward-looking demand being this high. The 2 brands that most of my clients sail are with Princess and Cunard, so I'm constantly looking at the sailings. In particular, transatlantic, holiday, and short cruises are almost completely sold out for 2025. While normally I don't use this channel to promote myself as a consultant, I do have some capacity to take on new clients, especially those interested in Princess and Cunard, if you're from the United States or Canada. See the description of this video for contact information. The bottom line, no matter which side of the Atlantic you're on, is to book sooner than later. The prices won't be dropping, and don't expect any great sales. It's still possible to pick up a good value on less popular dates and itineraries, but they're going to be the exception rather than the rule. Finally, could we be on the doorstep of Cunard announcing a 5th ship? Could one of the already announced Carnival ships be redesignated as a Cunard vessel? With Carnival Cruise Line already taking over ships from Costa and P&O Australia, perhaps they won't have a need for the 3 new ships in short order, and it would make sense for one of the placeholders to go to Cunard. It would also make sense if Cunard needs the excess capacity and can generate a higher income per passenger compared to the lower-end Carnival cruise lines. It's likely that all 3 ships will be the same model, but it's not unprecedented that Cunard would share with a sister line. Queen Anne is a Pinnacle-class ship, the same as several of the newer Holland America ships. With that said, here's what I'll leave you with. Cunard is a legendary brand that have reinvented themselves over and over again. We owe modern cruising to Cunard. But I just hope that in the push for profit and growth, they never forget where they came from and what the Cunard names means to so many loyal passengers. It's okay to be traditional. If people don't like it, they can move to another brand. Who would have thought that being traditional would make you stand out in a crowd? Embrace it. Personally, I can't wait to get on board a Cunard ship again. So, what are your thoughts on Cunard's evolution in recent years? Are you new to the brand or a loyal Cunarder? Leave a comment and give your feedback. I always try and respond and engage with our viewers. Thanks for watching, and remember to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more news and views from the cruising world.